Hi, everybody. It's Emma and Rebecca again. We are talking today about why am I so tired or fatigued? You may be on this session or with us today because you have been following along with all of our podcasts, or it's because you've specifically looked for this answer. So let's talk about that today. First of all, I'm Rebecca Fishkin. I'm with Clarity to Authenticity Coaching. I'm a master practitioner with neurolinguistic programming, and the specialty is to help people who have overwhelm and burnout. And this is one of the big signs that someone might be heading down the wrong path. So I see this quite often and have experienced it myself. So that's my take on this. What about you, Emma?
Yeah, I'm Emma Mitchell. I'm an energy healing guide with Rosa Joy. And I often see people, almost all my clients come to me saying they feel heavy, they feel stuck, they feel really drained and tired. And so today we're going to talk about the different things that we see when we're working with clients and what the potential causes of your tiredness, your fatigue could be. We want to start off with saying, don't go to the doctor yet. Don't call the doctor yet, because this may be medical, but this may be something going on with you and your energy, with your value system, your purpose. So we're going to talk about what that could be so you can fix it maybe on your own without spending thousands of dollars talking to 10 different specialists. So
Yeah,
do you want to get us started, Rebecca?
sure. So fatigue, we're not sleeping well. We aren't doing the things that we should. We're not doing our self-care. So what are the reasons for fatigue? For one, it might be that we have some suppressed emotions that we are just not resolving or answering. We were talking earlier today that sometimes we just need a good cry because it's just getting a release out. Um, what are you suppressing? Is there anger, frustration, something in a relationship that you need to address? Um, Another one is both of us work on helping people live within their purpose. So are you in a role or in a direction that is not in alignment with your true purpose? And we have some more episodes on how to find your purpose as well. So look for those. Are you a people pleaser? How many of us out there are people pleasers?
I think we all are in some capacity, right?
Yeah. So do we have bad boundaries? Or no boundaries? Are we letting people interrupt our flow? How many times are you focused on what you're doing and someone just barges into your room or your office or your phone's blowing up or whatever, and you're getting all kinds of interruptions because you can't focus. You can't get anything done. Do you need to set boundaries around being effective and efficient? What about self-care? One of my tools for staying healthy is meditating and having some silence every day. And I am fully aware that when the fatigue starts, if I really paid attention and was aware to how I'm spending my time, I'm missing some of these. And that's probably one of the first things to go. I'm doing great. I don't need to do my meditations today. And then later on at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm irritable. So what aren't you doing that you know that you should be doing? How about downtime? I was talking to someone the other day who's working like 14 hours a day and then has a significant other that just got engaged. Like, how can you be present with that person? You've just been working 14 hours a day and you're probably still focusing on everything that you didn't get done during that 14 hours. So these are some things that can cause us to have that sleeplessness and fatigue. Can you think
Yeah.
of anything else?
Well, I want to go back to this purpose thing, being operating outside of our values and even operating out of our skill sets. And I always forget if I mentioned stories or not on other videos or episodes of this, but several years ago, I was doing a contract job and it was stuff that was I could do it, it was like working in database and stuff, but it really did not feel correct to me to be doing it. And I had this vision because I am a psychic medium. I had this vision of playing basketball and trying to reach too high, trying to dunk the ball too high. And the message was very clear. You are operating way out of your skill sets. You are not doing the things on the ground that charge you up, that make you happy. And so if you look at your workload and you say, or maybe not even workload, your hobbies, anything you're doing, if you're always out of your comfort zone, if you're always doing things that don't bring you joy, that make you feel drained and fatigued, well, that's going to pull into the rest of your life too, because you're not, we, I don't want to use the word should, but we need activities that are within our skill sets, within our joys and passions to bring us up vibrationally, energetically. And if everything you're doing is bringing you down, well, of
Yeah.
course, you're going to feel tired all the time. And I'm going to use my boyfriend as an example, just because I know he won't watch this. He he currently is realizing that he's outside of his purpose now, and I'm seeing it every day. It's like such a pain for him to wake up in the morning to get out of bed. Like he doesn't want to go to work, but then when he comes home, he can't shut down and he can't
Mm.
sleep. And his mind is going and it's just stressed. And he's even said to me, he just never feels like he's doing a great job at work. And and it makes me so sad because I know he is. I know he's doing a great job. But when you feel like that constantly inside yourself, I mean, what is that going to do to you? It's going to make you always have like that monkey mind and fatigued because you don't feel like you have any satisfaction in anything you're doing.
Yeah, I was talking to someone recently who the company that they've been working for many years is shutting down. And she has done a lot of soul searching and realized that that was no longer in her alignment with her purpose anyway. And her purpose right now is to get into doing pottery full time. It's not something that you're all of a sudden going to go from a lucrative salary with benefits, et cetera, to becoming a someone who is a professional potter. She has all kinds of other jobs that she's doing in addition to it. However, her why of working at this restaurant for a couple days a week is fine because it gives her the day to do the things that she wants to do. So she might be outside of her purpose for a little bit. However, the reason for it, the why for doing it, is because she gets to now do the things that she wants. So if we go back to the guy who's working 14 hours a week, he has been building his own business. And, we start businesses because we're passionate about what we're doing. But once we get into and we've built this big, busy business and it's um, successful, you no longer are passionate about because it's a grind. So how can we renew that passion and purpose in that business? So we can help you with these things. But the bottom line is right now, when we have these reasons for being in fatigue and not sleeping well. So is there anything else that you think of for the reasons?
Yeah, I just had one and I totally
Thanks.
spaced on what it was, but I'll just give an example from my own life. Right now I'm in the process of moving. Oh, this is what it was. Trying to control everything. Yes.
Yes.
So I'm in the process of moving right now and I have been in this, you know, I'm in instability because it's a big move and we're downsizing a lot of things. And so I've been controlling everything subconsciously, just control on my boyfriend about this and that. And I've not been a pleasant person to be around, honestly. And I've been so tired, so tired. And I keep understanding inside myself, you're controlling again. Stop doing it. Just let it happen. Just let it flow. He's going to handle those things. Those things will get figured out. It's all going to be fine. Let go, but I can't.
Easier said than done.
Easier said than done. And I, have taught classes on controlling behaviors and I, do Reiki on this, but I know that it's because I have this like white knuckle grip on everything right now that I am just exhausted and I haven't been myself. But that leads us into causes. So what does being tired cause? What does you being out of your purpose, having bad boundaries, not taking time to recharge yourself? What does that do? Well, you probably know because this is why you're looking at this video or listening to this. You start eating poorly because you don't have the willpower to eat well because it takes a little bit of time to have a healthy diet.
It's a lot easier to grab the box of crackers instead of having some carrots and hummus or something that's better for you.
Right, because you can just lay on the couch and do that, and it's challenging. And sometimes when we're so tired, we just gravitate to something that's going to be like give us a little bit of solace inside, I think. And I know food does that for me where I'm like, I deserve this. I'm so
I had
tired.
a long day.
Yeah, I get it, that piece of cake. Also, obviously, why are you so tired? Well, you're not sleeping probably, or you are sleeping, you're getting a lot of sleep, but you still feel terrible when you wake up. Your relationships are probably strained, just like my example, just like your example. I'm not the best person to be around. So I'm, my relationships right now aren't the best. And frankly, I'll just say, I have friends calling me and I just don't even have the energy right now to talk to them because I'm like, I can't. I just have to be by myself. And that stinks because then your social life suffers too. Your deep connection to others who could probably help you to feel better about yourself is suffering as well. And then finally, irrational outbursts.
Oh, right.
You know a lot about those. Do you want to talk about that?
So here's an example. You're driving down the road and the guy in front of you is someone who is a perpetual left laner, right? And if you are in this fatigue, sleep deprived, etc., what's your reaction? Get done. Beep, beep, flash your lights, like all the different things. And it's just an irrational response. You're going to get to where you're going to get. And even if the person stays there, like reality is, okay, maybe 90 seconds later than you would if you could go faster. Like it really doesn't make a big difference, but we can't think that way when we're in this state of fatigue and tired. We can't have clear thinking. So those irrational outbursts, not just to that person in front of you, it's to your significant other, to people that you work with, to the
cashier at the store.
Exactly. The barista when you're getting coffee or whatever. They are a sign. So why are we talking about these things? It's because we want you to be aware. Oh, am I seeing these things in my life right now? And if I were to put these, check a box next to all of these, how many of these boxes would I be checking? Okay, so is there anything else? Did we get everything else on there?
I think we even said
exercise.
Yeah, the exercise.
So like you're eating poorly, you're not exercising. Why? Because you don't have the energy. What is one of the things that can help you get back on track is to exercise, is to have downtime, is like and eating right. It's to do all of the things that we just don't have the willpower to do. Yeah. So we've talked a lot about the reasons, the causes, etc. And when we started, we said, don't go to the doctor yet. And part of that is because there may be some things that you can do on your own to help you get back on track. And if that doesn't work, then by all means, it could be your hormones are changing. There's something else happening. Like we're just saying that there's a less expensive way to try to get yourself back on track before going and spending money on labs and doctor's appointments and all that stuff and medications. Because I don't know, take it from me. Back when I had burnout, the first thing that they told me when I went to the doctor with this laundry list of issues was, well, here's some antidepressants.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I gained 30 pounds and I had all these other side effects. That did not help. We want to help you avoid any of that because that's not the right thing either.
Yeah. We're not trying to put a band-aid on things. We're trying to help you get to the root cause of what this could be. Because I think a lot of people deal with this stuff because a lot of people are just living a life that maybe isn't even theirs, and they're feeling lost about where to go next. But that's what we can help you with. And that's what our next episode is going to be about, is fixes. How can you fix this? How can you get back on track on your life path and feel a lot more vibrant and have that spark of joy again in your life?
And doing the things that you love with the people that you love
Yeah.
in a good way.
Hmm. All right. Well, I think that wraps this one up, huh?
Yeah, we look forward to talking with you again about how to get you on track to be better.
All right. Have a good rest of your day. And we hope that you found some valuable information in this.
Yes, take care of yourself.
Bye.